guys, I am Barbram.
I am Muskan.
I am Archie.
And today we are going to watch the German who saw the D-Day first. And this is a very interesting viewpoint. So I was just talking to them about the D-Day. And like D-Day is something that we saw a video of Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah,
and
movie.
that first 15-20 minutes was horrifying. And she has not watched it. But
Yeah.
I will tell you that you should watch that movie.
Okay, I am actually very interested to look forward to it and the movie they are talking about. Imagine the word D-Day. I know that D-Day, a day when everything is just going to happen. Something bad is going to happen.
And actually that happened. Like all the Americans came onto the German beach. I think so we should watch the video first and get to know what they are showing in this video. So let's watch this.
It's 0:30 hours, June 6th, 1944, and Major Werner Pluskat stands alone in his concrete bunker high above Omaha Beach. He commands the 352nd Infantry Division's coastal artillery, and for months he has stared at this same empty horizon.
For months.
Oh, there was
Something
nobody.
feels
It was like, okay, no one is coming.
His orders are clear. If the Allies come, his guns must stop them on the
Quite
beach.
boring job.
If they break through here, the road to Paris lies open. At 0100 hours, the phone rings. It's his regimental commander. He scans the darkness again. Nothing but waves and fog.
Oh.
Pluskat, melde dich. Siehst du irgendetwas?
Negativ. Alles
Nothing.
ruhig.
Negative all.
Seien Sie wachsam. Geheimdienste melden ungewöhnliche
Unusual
Aktivitäten.
activity.
He hangs up and returns to the scope. His crews man the 155mm guns in their reinforced positions, ammunition stacked and ready.
Wow.
The naval mines stretch across the beach below. The obstacles bristle from the sand. Everything is prepared. But the waiting gnaws at him.
This is not a beach. This is
Then,
a war zone.
At 2 a.m., he hears
Talking
it.
about the view.
A low, mechanical growl rolling across the water. Aircraft engines.
Whoa!
Rolls into a roar.
This is
Rushes
America.
to the observation slit. The sky to the north erupts in streaks of light. Parachutes bloom.
Oh
my
my
god,
God.
kind of aura they have.
Thousands of them.
Alarm! Alle Positionen aufstehen!
His artillery crews scramble to their guns. The phone rings again.
Pluskat, was siehst du?
Luftangriff!
Airborne assault.
Massenhafter Fallschirmsprung ins Landesinnere! Feuer an uns!
Negativ. Halten Sie Ihren Sektor.
Negative.
Der Strand ist Ihre
Speed is
Verantwortung.
your
His
responsibility.
gunners
his
train their
responsibility.
pieces inland, but the order
It's
is
you
absolute.
versus them. That's it.
The beach.
No help.
So he's going to give the orders.
But the
Yeah.
paratroopers are
Oh.
landing behind them, cutting roads, seizing bridges.
Oh.
The invasion is already
From
past his
parachutes,
guns.
from
Ships
Dawn
and
begins to
ships,
break
and then from
at
the air.
05:30.
Oh my
A
God.
pale gray light spreads across the water. Pluskat returns to his scope, scanning the horizon. His heart stops. Ships, not dozens, not hundreds, thousands. The
Ooh.
entire horizon from left to right, as far as
Thousands
you
of
can see, is
Wow.
covered in ships, battleships, cruisers, destroyers, transports.
My
An
god.
armada beyond comprehension. They sit in neat rows, dark silhouettes against the lightning sky, stretching to infinity.
This is
His
crazy.
hands shake as he reaches for the phone.
Da draußen müssen
10.000 ships.
Schiffe unterwegs sein!
Static crackles. His commander's voice is tight.
Sei kein Dummkopf. Reit dich
Don't be a fool.
Before the response
Oh.
comes, the
What?
world explodes. The first salvos from the Allied naval guns tear across the sky
God
like
has
freight
started
trains.
attacking.
my
The
god.
sound arrives a split second before the shells. They
Oh
slam
my
into the
God.
earth-shattering
What an attack.
Concrete dust fills his bunker.
Like an
The
earthquake.
walls shudder.
Boom.
Feuer erwidert! Alle Batterien, Feuer erwidert!
His guns roar to life. The 155mm pieces bark, sending shells
Just
arcing toward
bunch
the
of
distance.
soldiers.
They
But
are
the
just
Allied
a bunch of
fires
soldiers and there are
overwhelm.
thousands
For
of
every
them.
shot he
Yeah.
sends,
With
50
more
come
powerful
back.
weapons.
The German positions erupt in fountains of dirt, steel, and shattered concrete.
Oh no.
At 6:30 a.m.,
Total
landing
destruction.
craft appear. Hundreds of them,
Oh.
churning forward in waves.
My god.
They're heading straight for Omaha Beach.
Wow.
Straight for his sector.
Zielen Sie auf das Landungsboot! Schnell Feuer!
His battery commanders acknowledge.
Rapid
The German
fire.
guns shift, tracking
Now
the
they have to
approaching
stop
boats.
the
At
boats.
2,000 meters, they open fire. Shells splash around the craft. One takes a direct hit and disintegrates in a ball.
Oh, they also
There are
took the
two men.
damage.
Yeah.
For every
It was
craft
not like
destroyed,
one-sided attack.
10 more push forward. The landing craft hit the obstacles.
Oh, for
Some
every
explode
destroyed,
on
10
mines.
more.
Others grind to a halt on the
Actually.
steel hedgehogs. The ramps drop. American soldiers pour out into chest-deep water.
Chest deep water.
Maschinengewehre! Jetzt!
The MG-42 positions dug into the bluffs open fire. The distinctive ripping
I don't know,
sound
I
of
feel
German
like the
machine
guy
guns
is so
echoes
alone.
across the beach.
There
Yeah.
Tracer
must be
lines
someone
rake the
with
water
him
line,
at
forcing the
that
first
moment.
wave to scatter and dive for cover. The surf churns with chaos, yet they keep coming.
Oh no.
More landing craft grind onto the sand.
Oh.
Tanks push forward, some bog down immediately.
I'm
others
remembering
crawl
that
toward the
scene.
shingle.
Yeah.
Engineers sprint with charges,
Oh
trying to
my
cut
God.
lanes through the obstacles. From Pluscat's
So the
guns,
whole,
heavy
like, beach
shells
was red
slam
in that
into the
movie.
beach,
Actually.
blasting sand and debris skyward and shredding equipment in an instant.
Geschätz Nummer 3 ist getroffen!
A naval shell finds one of his
Holy
artillery
shit.
pieces and silences the position in a single strike.
Richten Sie Geschütz Nummer 4 so aus, dass es diesen Sektor abdeckt!
The Americans are pinned down behind the seawall and shingle. The waterline is choked with wreckage, and damaged vehicles burn along the beach. It looks hopeless. But the landing craft keep coming wave after wave, spilling fresh troops onto the open sand. At 7:30,
Like
he
these
thinks to
soldiers were
himself,
so brave. They
How
were
many
just going
shells
into a
remain?
gunfire.
Waffe 1, 30 Schuss.
30 rounds.
Waffe 2, 25.
25.
25
Waffe
and
4,
80.
18.
They've been firing for an hour. At this rate, they'll be out in 30 minutes. He
Oh.
calls regiment again.
Ich brauche sofort Nachschub!
Help
Yeah,
me!
please.
Alle
Impossible.
Straßen gesperrt.
Oh
Die
my
Fallschirmjäger
God.
haben die Brücken.
It's like they're
Ihr
saying
seid
just
auf euch
die.
allein gestellt.
Or you kill them.
The
That's it.
Allied guns
It's your
adjust.
job.
The pattern changes, less noise, more intent. Spotters are guiding the fire, feeding coordinates from the beach and the air. Impacts march up the bluff, closing in with frightening accuracy. Then the bunker takes a direct shock. The scope fractures. The view disappears. Pluscat hits the floor hard. He lifts his head and sees smoke seeping through a new crack in the wall.
I think some more soldiers will come
Concrete
in.
is beginning
Yeah.
to
Sir! Geschütz 4 meldet Volltriefer! Es ist zerstört!
It's destroyed.
give. 2 guns left, with fewer than 40 shells remaining. By 800, the Americans begin to advance. Small groups break from the seawall and move up through the draws along the bluff. Defensive fire forces several to drop and take cover, but others reach the low ground and keep pushing. They work with grenades and satchel charges to disable each strong point they encounter. The radio crackles, then drops into silence. Outside, the air pulses with repeated impacts, each one closer than the last. A messenger rushes into the shelter.
Amerikaner an Position 7! Sie brechen durch!
They are not just
Auf
breaking.
Rückzug! Auf Sekundärstellung zurückziehen!
Finally, they fall back.
Rückzug!
There's no withdrawal. The roads
They're
are
not
cut,
falling back.
and the escape routes are held.
Oh.
His men can only fall back into an ever smaller section of the line. At 8:45, his last 2 positions fall silent.
Oh,
They are out
even
of
they are
reach.
also gone. Oh my God.
Sir, was sind Ihre Befehle?
Pluscat
No
stares
orders.
toward the shoreline. It's filled with movement now, huge numbers pressing forward and spreading
They
inward.
can't fight.
wow.
Heavy vehicles crawl up the slopes. Gaps
Because these
are opened
Americans
where
only had
barriers
one thing in
used
their
to be.
mind.
The ground he was
Go,
meant to
go,
hold
and
has
go.
become a foothold for the advance. The invasion has succeeded. At the base of the bluff, medics move urgently through the chaos. German and Americans lie side by side. The scale of the arrival is immense. Vehicles and supplies in a continuous stream,
Oh,
pushing
wow.
inland without pause. The Atlantic Wall has failed. His account of watching the Allied fleet appear at dawn became one of the most famous German perspectives of the invasion.
Oh, he wrote a book about it.
The
Oh,
352nd Infantry Division suffered catastrophic casualties defending Omaha Beach, with over 1,200 men killed, wounded, or captured in the first 12 hours.
In 12
Despite
hours.
inflicting heavy losses on the American forces, the German defenders were overwhelmed by the scale and firepower of the Allied assault. Pluskat survived the war, and his testimony was
Survived.
featured in Cornelius Ryan's book, The Longest Day.
The longest
He
Longest
day.
maintained
day.
until his death
June
that the
6th.
sight of the Allied armada at dawn was the moment he knew Germany had lost the war.
Wow.
The defense of Omaha Beach was Germany's most successful resistance on D-Day, but it wasn't enough. For another perspective on a surprise attack that changed the war, watch when Japan struck Pearl Harbor.
What a video this was, because this showed the war in a very different way, because what we saw of the Omaha Beach was like the American side of it and how they suffered all the injuries. But imagine this side, like all the German soldiers just seeing all these guns and ships and like amphibious boats coming into them and then killing them, and they're just not stopping because hundreds and hundreds of soldiers of American side were killed, but still they never stopped.
This was a very horrifying video, I would say, but I liked the animation. The whole animation was so good. Like, you know, it just feels like you're slowly losing the war. Like, even from the headquarters, he asked for the help, but he got no help.
Yes, and after looking at this video, the only thought that was striking my mind was about, imagine this was way back in the 90s, I guess. And what would US can do, like right here, right now, in this year? If we imagine a war maybe in the upcoming years, then we can imagine how
Like
much destruction.
US will never use this amount of soldiers ever. Like they will just
Yeah.
go with their jets and everything. But this was, like, as they said, the longest day. So what do you guys think about it? Do let us know in the comment section below. So do like, share, and
Subscribe.
bye.